What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Cosmic Culture, the channel where we talk all things major movie and television news, theories, breakdowns, and much more. I, of course, am your host, Chris, and today we have a really cool and fun theory that springs off of information that we learned in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. So we're going to be talking about some details from that movie, as well as what they could mean for the future for our Doctor Strange and for the next major team, like the Avengers, who are no longer around in the MCU. We're going to talk about all these details and the potential future that they hold in today's video. If you haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel and turning on those notification bells so you don't miss out on any of our daily news updates. You can also check me out on my other socials, Instagram at Chris M. Rosser and Twitter at TheCultureChris. So the middle of our entire video today surrounds the Illuminati. Now, originally from the trailers and based off of what we knew about the Multiverse of Madness, we all seemingly assumed that the multiverse was going to have this team, this protector, this group, and this council called the Illuminati. That a group of characters from different universes would have put themselves together to create this team in order to protect their own universes, to protect the multiverse as a whole, maybe even the Book of Ashanti. It's really hard to say because the trailers didn't give us a ton of information about the Illuminati other than they existed. But the Baxter building, where they all were residing in Earth 838, was actually the headquarters. Whereas during all of the trailer releases and some of the theory videos we were putting out there, we were saying that this was the Illuminati headquarters somewhere in the multiverse, kind of hidden away, and all of these characters from different universes assembled together in order to protect reality. Well, that wasn't the case. It turns out Doctor Strange and America Chavez, in order to escape the wrath of the Scarlet Witch, made their way through the multiverse, and they ended up in this universe which was further advanced than our own, probably technologically, definitely as far as understanding of the multiverse goes, and it was deemed Universe 838. Now, this is the universe where the Illuminati resided, where we met New Christine, where they were in these glass boxes, where Mordo said, "The Illuminati will see you now." Now we find out that this Illuminati is actually all characters from Universe 838, and it's a little bit different than our planet's idea of a team. Talking about our planet's idea of a team, Doctor Strange even says to Christine at one point, "Wanda's coming, the Scarlet Witch is coming, we need to go ahead and get the Avengers, S.H.I.E.L.D., what group is it then? Hydra? Because these are the groups from Earth 616. However, in 838, we see that they have the Illuminati, and they are the Avengers of this world. We even hear later on, when we're getting the story from Patrick Stewart, who's telling us the truth, that this Illuminati team was able to defeat Thanos. We see the entire team on Titan. Thanos has some type of sword stabbed through his chest, and the entire team is there. Now, this is also the same part of the movie where we find out Black Bolt actually had to kill Doctor Strange because he became too corrupt by the Darkhold, and that's all very interesting details, but not where we're headed for today's video. The important part that you understand is that in Earth 838, this universe where the Illuminati exists, the Avengers, S.H.I.E.L.D., even Hydra didn't exist. The Illuminati was the superhero assembled team that was protecting this Earth and this universe from any potential evil like Thanos or any other threats that may or have come their way. The team was made up of the Sorcerer Supreme, Captain Carter, Captain Marvel, Black Bolt, Mr. Fantastic, and Professor X. Now, these characters represented the Earth's mightiest heroes, you could say, and Doctor Strange was a little bit confused by the fact that they existed and the Avengers didn't, because when you're jumping universes, things can change in the multiverse. And although there are a lot of parallel similarities, like our Doctor Strange looked the exact same, there were some minor differences, like he was part of this group, the Illuminati, and he ended up turning out to be a little bit evil and getting corrupted by the Darkhold. And at some point, he was the Sorcerer Supreme in his universe, which our Doctor Strange has yet to accomplish, although I feel like that's definitely going to happen at some point. Which leads me to the big and fun theory for this video, which is Doctor Strange potentially one day will become the Sorcerer Supreme in 616. And when that happens, maybe we still won't have an Avengers team. Maybe S.H.I.E.L.D. still won't be organized, and we may never get an Avengers team like we had originally in the Infinity Saga again. Captain America is gone, and although he's been replaced, that Captain America, the symbol that he was, is gone. Iron Man is gone. Black Widow is gone. Hawkeye has retired. Our Captain Marvel doesn't really reside on Earth because of the way her story went. Maybe Maria Rambeau's story from her universe, 838, left her on Earth a little bit longer, whereas our Captain Marvel kind of wanders space helping out innocent souls, so she's not really on Earth that much either, and Thor is off trying to figure out his own storyline as well. The Avengers are gone, they're disbanded. The only one that might even be remaining anymore is Hulk, and nobody even knows what's going on with Hulk anymore. Hopefully we get more answers during the She-Hulk series, which I do imagine we will. There's rumors of a World War Hulk movie coming around, so I very much doubt that somebody who would be causing World War Hulk would be in a mindset to be an Avenger. So what's going to happen? Well, we assumed that the new Avengers would be assembled. That here comes Captain Marvel to return, Captain America, played now by Sam Wilson, will return, and we're going to just have an awesome new crew that's going to be created. And yeah, we're going to get the Young Avengers, we'll have the new Avengers, maybe even the Dark Avengers, Avenger teams all around. Well, maybe that won't happen. Maybe the Young Avengers might eventually come around with different kind of young superheroes which will grow up to become the new Avengers. But before that, we may get the Illuminati in 616. If Doctor Strange becomes the Sorcerer Supreme and sees that there is a need for protection, and sees that a version of himself in a different universe created a whole new team, perhaps our Doctor Strange will take it upon himself to do the same and to form our universe version of the Illuminati with him at the helm, and who knows which other characters, because we don't have a Reed Richards. Carol Danvers is off doing her own thing. We don't have a Black Bolt. Captain Carter also isn't really an option for us, so it would have to be a very fresh and new team. Maybe Namor could be thrown in there, or a couple other characters from the Earth that we haven't quite met yet. I'm assuming Reed Richards would also be, since we know this movie is coming around, they're working on it right now, looking for a new director, and there's a lot of excitement around there. So perhaps they could get a Reed Richards, or Namor, and a few other characters to create our very own 616 Illuminati, and that might be the new team for a while that will protect us. And I could just see the big title now, the Illuminati, Earth's Mightiest Heroes, here to save the day, because, you know, the Avengers were disbanded at the end of the Infinity War. So I think that that's a very interesting possibility. The only issue that I have with it, and I want to discredit any possibility as well, because I know you guys are going to anyway, but the next Doctor Strange movie could be just years and years and years away. There are so many projects going on, it's hard to see how all of this will culminate and come together. Whereas with the first 10 years and in the first 3 phases, it was kind of one after the other, after the other, after the other. They all led into the same thing. Maybe we deviate a little bit, but that would very quickly catch back up. It was more of like one line with a couple deviating lines creating the story. However, with the direction that Phase 4 has been heading, we have a lot more lines between what was happening in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, what was happening in Hawkeye, what's going on in space with Thor: Love and Thunder, Shang-Chi happened, and we haven't heard anything about that since that happened now. Lots of different things going on, and now a whole multiverse craziness. It's hard to tell you when these characters are going to show back up. When will we see the Eternals again? When is Shang-Chi going to get back into action? Are we going to have to wait until his second movie before we see any type of collusion or connection into the entirety of the MCU? So that's the one issue, is the timing of it all. If the Illuminati is to be created, I feel like it would be something that happens relatively soon, because we don't want to have to be 15 or 20 years away from our next Avengers team-up movie, but we also need it to make sense. It can't be rushed. So Marvel are juggling a lot of balls right now, and hopefully none of them land on the floor and leave us feeling a little disappointed. Let's see what happens. I think that this could be a really cool theory. This could be a cool way of incorporating Doctor Strange in any future plans. And Benedict Cumberbatch, the actor who plays Doctor Strange, just said he is ready to play Doctor Strange for several more years if they're willing to adapt his character into conceivable roles. So we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully this is the case. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, and let me know, who would you like to be in Earth 616 Illuminati? Thank you guys so much for watching till the very end of the video. If you found it helpful, useful, or interesting, consider subscribing and turning on that notification bell, and I'll be catching all of you guys in the next one right here on Cosmic Culture.